Hello everyone, today we're going to do the unboxing of this Monster MS510 surround sound system. Now this is a 5.1 system, which means that it has 5 small speakers and 1 subwoofer. And you can see here that, let me show you all the sides of the box. Right on top here it says RMS 110 watts. This means that the total amount of wattage of the subwoofer plus its 5 speakers, and by 5 speakers I mean these 4 ones that go on the corners of the room, and this one a speaker that stays on top of your subwoofer to provide you sound from the front. Now the main thing about this one is that it has HDMI interface, which means that you can give it the audio input through HDMI. This gives it a lot better quality, and in cases of Dolby Atmos and stuff like that, the HDMI is a lot better than a single aux cable. Now it has an 8-inch subwoofer. This part right here has a 8-inch subwoofer built in. Then it has a remote, FM radio, and USB and SD card can be installed. This is the other side of the box, which has the exact same details as that one. Let's look at this side of the box now. Again, HDMI connectivity. I'm going to zoom in here so that you can stop the video and read this. And then we have Bluetooth enable and precise wireless control, 8-inch subwoofer, built-in FM radio, and USB and SD card. Let's look at this other side. Right here we again have the same details that we saw before. And this side is about the packaging and all of those details. So now we're going to do the unboxing of this sound system. So let's get straight into it. Now on top we're presented with the with all of the 5 speakers actually that we'll have to put inside the system, and we're given the remote right here. Now let me zoom in a little on this remote so that you guys can see what are the different options. You can pause the video here and check out all of these options. Right here we're given the base for each and every one of these speakers. These go under these speakers so that you can stand them up. You can see this right here in this design that they're supposed to stand up like that. Let's put these to the side and take out our subwoofer. Underneath here, we're provided with a little instruction manual on how to set up this whole system, and we're given all of these different cables to attach the whole system together. Other than that, the next thing that we're given is the subwoofer. Now this subwoofer is actually heavier than it looks. That is a good thing because it shows how well it is built. Let me open it up for you guys. Trusty knife for this. There you go, guys. This right here is the power cable. Pretty regular cable. Let me take off this plastic so that you guys can have a clear look at the subwoofer itself. Time to show you all of the 4 sides of this subwoofer. At the front right here, you can see that there is like a mesh or grill here. Right here we have the USB and the SD card port, the volume, and the audio channels. On this side, it's like protruding out. We have the subwoofer itself. I'll remove this and show you the subwoofer underneath. There you go, guys. So this right here is our 8-inch subwoofer. Looks pretty well made. Has a good tube system, and again it has been really built well. It has been fixed really well as well. It has foam on all 4 sides for better sound isolation. Okay, let's look at the back. So these are all of the options that we're given on the back. There you go. You can take a better look now. So we have the ARC input. Basically our HDMI port is right here. This is our HDMI port. Other than that, these are all of the different speaker outputs that we're going to be using. And now the hole for this subwoofer is on the opposite side. This right here is the hole for the subwoofer. The front might look like it has a grill and like a mesh, but I think so it is closed from here, and the opening for our subwoofer is on this other side. Let me take out one of these speakers right here to show you the design. Okay, so this right here is the smaller one. There you go. Here are the inputs for it. There's a little hole here for the speaker. This is the smaller one. Let's unbox one of the bigger ones. This right here is one of the bigger ones. There are two bigger ones, two smaller ones, and one bigger one that goes on top of the subwoofer. This right here is the bigger one. As you can see, it has two speakers. This right here in the middle is just a dummy. Might look like a tweeter, but is actually a dummy. And then we have the hole in the middle. You guys can actually see the dummy in there. Looks like a metal plate is in there because the center speaker is just a dummy. And I'm going to show you guys the third speaker that goes on top of our subwoofer system. That is this one right here in my hands. There you go, guys. So this is the third one. It also has two speakers, and this one goes on top of our subwoofer. This does not have any opening for sound. It does not have any holes. The other ones did. And this is the third one. Now I'm going to set up this whole speaker system, and I'll be back with you for a little sound quality review. Okay guys, so here's the sound test of this speaker system. Now a few details that I just noticed about the speaker system that I think so all of you would want to know. So the number one thing is that the speakers, these are the bigger ones, they stay up front, and the smaller ones, they're supposed to go behind. So two at the front and two at the back of the room. Now the smaller speakers come with a 12-foot wire, whereas these bigger, lengthier ones, they come with a 6-foot wire. And even this speaker that is on the top right here above the subwoofer, this one also comes with a 6-foot wire. As this is a 5.1 surround sound system, so I tried running some of those Dolby Atmos 5.1 videos, and I tried to listen to the sound that was coming from these speakers, and yes, it does support Dolby Atmos. Like if your TV or if your audio source is giving it a Dolby Atmos 5.1 audio, it is going to work according to it. So what I mean by this is that when you're using Dolby Atmos or Dolby Audio 5.1, sound is coming at different frequencies and different volumes from all these different speakers. So yes, this does support Dolby Atmos. Now the important thing is that your TV should have Dolby Atmos system built into it, or whatever device you're connecting these speakers with, it should have a Dolby Atmos system built into it. One more important thing is that this specific model, that is the MS510, Audionic MS510, this has an HDMI Arc Input, which is really important if you want to run like a Dolby Atmos 5.1 system with it. So what you can do is that you can connect the HDMI into this speaker and then connect it into our television or any other source that you want. In this way you'll get HDMI output. Now I'm going to play a few NCS music for you, so that you can get a little bit of an idea of how these speakers perform. Now you won't get a full idea about the speakers to this, but you will get a basic idea. Okay, so to this sound test you won't really notice anything, because this again depends on the mic that we are using, and it also depends on the system that you are listening to this on. So here's what I'm going to tell you about the sound system. Now it does support 5.1 Dolby Atmos. It will work properly with that. The second most important thing is that the bass is really good. Like, it's not one of those systems that comes with like 8-inch subs, or like 8-inch subs. It just has one 8-inch sub, but for that one 8-inch sub, it gives a really good bass, because this bass unit right here, the subwoofer, it is built really good. It is really heavy subwoofer, and it is sealed from all sides. It just has a hole on its left side, and the speaker itself on the right side right there. So it is a really well built device right here, and speaker system. If you want to know about loudness, yes, the system does get really loud, and that's because all of the speakers that are shown on here work. So in the smaller one, the bottom speaker works, these two work, and these ones right here, these two work, these two work, these two, and that one. So a total of 8 speakers and 1 subwoofer. So it gets really loud, and it provides some really good surround sound experience. I just tried running that Dolby Atmos 7.1 on it. It did support it in a way, because the sound was moving through different speakers. This is all you would want to know about the speaker system. Now if you want to ask me, I was looking for a good speaker system for this TV right here, because I got this a new TV, and I wanted to attach a good sound system with that TV, and there were a lot of options out there in the market. We had the 2.0 tower speakers, but those I would say are more towards music. If you want to get a good cinema experience, then I would suggest that you go for a 5.1, so like this one right here, and because this will give you a better experience in case of a cinema or something like an experience like that. So it is going to be better for watching movies. Again, for playing music, this system is really good. It gets really loud, it gets really bassy. It's going to be more than enough for your needs. That's going to be all for this for the review and unboxing of this Audionic MS510. If you have any other questions related to this device, you can leave them down in the comments below. And one most important thing, that if you did make it to the end of the video, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It will help me a lot in the future. Thanks, and see you next time.